Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We're back, baby.
Yay, yay.
Ooh, came with the energy, the fire.
Yay, yeah.
That fire was the breath. It was bad, I can't lie.
Yours is bad constantly.
Do you know what? Honestly,
Go on.
I've never actually smelled anything bad from you.
Oh my God, say Allah
Which is quite mad. Allahumma barik.
barik.
Have you smelled anything bad from me?
Can you start saying Allahumma barik more? You're giving hater vibes.
I do say it.
I have to tell you all the time.
No, but you're like, I don't like
okay, I
people
won't
telling
say
me what
back
to
to
do.
you.
Trying to be like you, G.
Yeah, but okay.
Don't tell me what to do. Otherwise I'll say not that.
I was say I love it so much. I love this so much about you.
It's
Just
so
not say it.
nice.
No, that's so deep. Anyway, I'm just not going to say it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, see how selfish people
The thing
are.
is, I do say it, but you just like...
I've never heard you say
it. The moment
it.
I finish the sentence, you're like, say it, okay. Say it. I'm like, give me a second to breathe, dude.
I'm scared of you, why?
But yeah, you look nice today. I like the outfit. You've been trying a bit too hard.
What?
Like, this is meant to be the place that we come and chill. Every time you come in, like, it's a fashion show.
No, I'll tell you what it is, right? I've realised that sometimes I think maybe I'm going to find my husband on the way to the studio.
Really? Like, what are you going to do? Find him at a bus stop?
I didn't get the bus here first
Exactly.
of all.
You drive past him.
I didn't get that bad joke. But
I'm sorry.
you know what I've realised? I'm actually just going to start saying things how I really think of them, if that makes sense. Like, I never would have said what I just said out loud.
What did you just say?
That I like, you never know who I'm going to bump into.
So you genuinely get ready thinking, I could see my husband today.
No.
Don't take it back. He just said.
No, what I mean is I've decided and I told myself that I'm no longer going to be stepping out of the house not looking how I like comfortable and like I want to feel good and look good.
Okay, I feel you. But I definitely do think it's the husband thing. And it's weird because I was speaking to my cousin today and he goes to me, I wonder what my wife's doing right now because obviously he's not married yet. And he was like thinking about what his future wife is doing right now, where she is. And then it made me realize there was times where I was at home in my bed thinking, I wonder who my future wife is and what she's doing right now. But now I know who my wife is and I know like realistically what she was doing around them times and what she was up to and stuff like that.
So your future spouse, guys, is out there right now, unless you're an Arab and they might not be born yet. No, your future spouse is out there right now, right? And you just don't know what they're doing.
Oh my God. Yeah, you have no idea. Do you know what's mad for me? Like, I used to think that, and then it ended up being someone who's so close to home.
I know.
Don't you think that's mad?
Yeah, I do think your story is insane, but you don't want to tell us.
Yeah.
Sorry. But no, it's not more of like I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm going to see my future husband. Maybe that's like a little bit of, but that's not what makes me get ready. I wouldn't care because my future husband's going to think I'm beautiful even if I'm just wearing a tracksuit with no makeup.
So if you had the option to see your future husband, would you see him at your worst or at your best first?
What a stupid thing to say.
What?
Of course, my best.
No, that's silly. You should see him at your worst so it can only get better.
No. Well, I hear what you're saying because even like I have this thing where, you know how girls take so long to show themselves about makeup? Or that's like quite a nervous thing for them to do when they're getting to know someone.
Yeah, you get it out of the way straight away.
I just say get it out of the way, like genuinely. And I don't act like there's anything big deal about it. When you start wearing makeup like loads around them and then eventually one day you take it off and it's kind of like, no, you just got to just not make, okay?
Rip the Band-Aid off. Do you know what? I apply that same theory but to my personality. Because I remember growing up, I used to be like more reserved if I was like interested in someone. But then I realized that the moment like I would speak to someone or speak to my wife, like when we first started speaking, I literally was like, I'm just gonna be myself straight away. There's, you know, the weird stuff that I do, like I'll be weird, make weird noise. Like I would rather you just know who I am and like me for who I am instead of like trying to be all like the cool side. Like, yeah.
I always say this, right? And this is where I think a lot of women go wrong. And I've even had close friends that I've tried to explain this to, but I've noticed that a lot of women will put their best self forward, right? They'll like say like, yeah, I'm like, they'll be really, whatever they think is their best self, they'll put it forward.
They play that nice, cute, innocent.
Yeah,
Just
I've
be yourself.
noticed that so much, right? But people need to understand that men are used to that. That's what like 80% of the world's doing. Just be your complete self. Because let's say he does start to like that best self person you're putting forward. he's not really loving you for you. Obviously, we're talking about marriage here. But and then whereas if you show your true, authentic self, then you know that he wants to be with you for you. And do you know what I mean?
Also, like, because there's only so long you can go being. It reminds me of this show that I watched called Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I think I brought it up before. It's really cool. It's about a comedian, and it's set in the 80s.
Spoke about it before.
But, like, when she in her first marriage, she used to go to bed with makeup on.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the night, go wash it off, do her face routine whilst her husband's asleep, get in bed, sleep, set an alarm for before he wakes up, get up, go do her face, do her makeup, and get back in bed so that he would wake up and see her fully faced makeup.
That's so impractical. That would never work in real life.
Do you think? I think there are marriages back in the day that used to do that.
Oh yeah, then he wakes up in the middle of the night and he like beats her up because he thinks an intruder's in her house. Like, no, that is not a fit. There's no way that.
Who is this dude next to me?
No, literally.
What have you done with my wife?
How would that work? People wake up like.
Yeah, it's so true.
No, that's impractical.
No, but do you ever just wake up and then go and fully look into detail of what someone looks like? You wake up and you're like, you're a little bit tired, your eyes are not fully open, you're not really paying attention.
No, but let's say you go to do a wee.
Even then, when I get up, I try not to open my eyes as much because I don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
Do that. Same. I wake up and sometimes like I'll put the light. I'll try like put a light on this in the other room so it doesn't like fully like wake me up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like that's so impractical. Also, another thing is why imagine going to all that effort for a man. I'm so sorry. That is so cringe.
Nisrins.
You'll be lucky with what you're given. Am I ugly when I wake up? Am I ugly without makeup? Just count yourself grateful, darling.
To be honest, I've seen you married. You stand by everything you say. You look like I'm joking. I'm sorry.
No, but one thing I will say, and I think this is a mistake, and you want to bleep out your swear word. Yeah. One thing I will say is, and this is why I say, like, I believe that getting married, not later, for some people is a good idea because there's a lot of stuff I've learned. It's okay. You can keep laughing at your bad joke.
I think it was funny, but you just went past it.
Oh, because I just think you're telling the truth.
No, it was a joke.
Oh.
I hope someone laughed. Anyway, carry on.
They probably are. But no, it's true because I would sit there like... Anyway, I don't even want to speak about that for the time of my life. That's not even happened. But yeah, I think it's nice to make yourself feel good because since I put on the HIJAB... Sorry, people get triggered when I call it a HIJAB.
Yeah.
And
that's not a HIJAB. That's a lightly placed scarf.
Strategically placed scarf.
Literally.
No, so since I've done that, I've started to take care of myself more. So like when I'm at home, I make myself look and feel pretty.
Yeah.
And that's why one thing I'd always recommend. Guess what?
You have to take care of yourself. But yeah. What?
In 2 months, no, next month, in like 3 weeks, it's going to be my 1 year anniversary of this strategically placed scarf.
No way has it been a year.
Yes.
What?
I told you. I know. Oh, she's only going to wear it for a week. Watch her take it off next week.
Damn.
It's only because of those comments that I didn't take it off a week later.
I'm proud of you. Well done. That is sick. Allah my bed. Let me do it my own time. I was going to finish it with her.
No, you weren't.
I was, but that's sick. 1 year.
I know.
Don't you think it flies by like it's nothing?
I think it flies by, and also, I don't speak about this enough, but I love it so much. It's insane to me that... Do you remember we'd have episodes where I'd be like, I really want to start wearing it. Yeah. And I love that our viewers saw that as well because they saw how I'd speak about it. And a lot of people probably thought like she ain't going to do it. And even I did sometimes. But it's the most beautiful thing. Like, don't get it twisted. It's difficult. It can be difficult. And also, it's not... I'm not doing it completely correct, of course. But even just this is like... I still love it a year later.
It's like your first car. Like, it's not that great, but you love it still.
No, that was just very bad.
Because you're not doing it properly, but you love it.
It's like...
Are my jokes that dead today? Someone please tell me you're laughing in the comments.
It's like wearing a really nice outfit and then it's cold outside, so you have to ruin it with a jacket. And then you're like... Before you leave the house, you're like, oh, my outfit's so hard. But then when you're out, the jacket kind of ruins it. But you still love the jacket because it's keeping you warm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was a good explanation.
Like, you're close to having it where it needs to be.
Yeah, but the jacket's still doing a lot for you and you still love your jacket.
Yeah, okay, that's good. And it's bringing you closer to warmth.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, that's what it is. But I think it's more a case of I really didn't know. Like, I knew I wanted to and I kept setting dates. But in my head, I was like, I don't know if this can happen anytime soon.
So tell me the truth, like, is
yes,
it one of those
sometimes
things?
I take it off when I go out.
Stop.
Wallah, that's a joke.
Is it one of the things, like, if you had to give the advice for someone thinking about it, it's not like a set a date thing. It's just is it just dive into it?
I think it's a very much a dive into it thing, because when I would overthink. Yeah, for me, everything has a solution. So in my head, my main thing wasn't, it's so bad. It was like, I'm never going to be able to experience the beach, like tanning, but I shouldn't anyway. But you know what I mean? I was like swimming and enjoying spas and stuff like that. But then in my head, I was like, okay, there's a solution. I just need to get rich.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That should motivate you to just make the money to get private beaches, private pools.
Exactly. But if not, I'll do it in Jannah.
But can we be honest, yeah? Do you really need money to experience those things?
No.
You can go to Dubai and go to a women's only beach and do these. Like, if you really want to experience it, do you know what I mean?
That stuff was a shaitan whispering in my ear. I'll be real with you. You're going to make a million excuses, right? A million. But this is the advice I would give to my past self and anyone that wants to do it. I used to look at myself with a hijab and think, you look so butters. And I genuinely one night sat and I just prayed and I made dua, and it's so crazy. Sorry, people hate the way I say dua. Dua. Anyway, I made dua and I sat and I said to Allah, and maybe this is not even the reason of hijab, but I just said to Allah, please let me feel beautiful in it. I said, please bring my heart towards it, but I just allow me to love it, and I feel beautiful in it and I love it. And then literally like a week later, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Alhamdulillah, that's good.
But yeah.
Love that.
So guys, please don't pressure yourself. Please don't put pressure on yourself. All these little things that you think you're missing out on, I promise you, I love it here.
I'll tell you the truth. A lot of those things you're missing out on, yes, they are a sacrifice that you make, but you make them for the right reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I can't talk from a woman's perspective because obviously I will never understand. But for example, having a wife and knowing that like we can't just go to any tropical vacation and be on the beach and like enjoy that part of the world, which is something that you'd always imagine and wanting to do, unless obviously you have the money to do stuff privately or whatever. Or even if we were go to a beach, that she'd have to go to a women's only beach to be, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, together.
That's still something you can like miss out on. And like obviously I only know that tiny bit of extent of like imagining what it could be like to enjoy that. But when you give up something for Allah, He replaces it with something much better, whether that's a stronger relationship or a stronger, do you know what I mean? Like, so there's many blessings in it, and the barakah and everything that you get, like just imagine on the Day of Judgment when you're standing there and you see all the good deeds that have piled up from you sacrificing some worldly things that you wanted.
Yeah.
You will literally be like, go back and wrap up my whole body. I'll look like stuff I was going to say Christmas gift. But you know what I mean? Like just wrap me up. I'll cover up everything because of how much it will help me, if that makes sense.
We got to make sacrifices in this life, man. Like even I stopped wearing acrylic nails maybe like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, because I used to wear them all the time. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And obviously you can't wear them when you're praying. And I just said to myself, realistically, okay, that I love them so much, they make me feel good, but I'll just have acrylic nails in Jannah. It's really not that deep. Yeah. And I'm obviously not saying that in the sense of forget everything in this life. You're still going to enjoy things, but I think it's very much a case of just you have to make sacrifices in life. It's baby steps. I know
this isn't great coming from a guy, yeah, but I was having, not a debate, but I was having a conversation, like, this was probably 3-4 years ago, with a group of friends, and one of them was talking about how she finds it really, like, we were talking about getting closer to God and stuff like that, and she was just saying how she really doesn't understand why she can't wear nails and all these different things, and, like, I was just on the side of, obviously I'll never understand, but I was like, is it that deep?
You'll never understand.
Do you really need to wear nails?
Okay,
like,
but
you can make your own nails look good. Like, I've seen you make your nails look good.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Trust me. You will not understand the feeling of having fresh acrylic nails. Everything's better. It's like, it's that way. Like, it just feels so good.
Really?
You just feel good. It's the same as us, right? I don't know why men find haircuts so deep.
No, that's completely different. Because a haircut can literally change literally what you look like. It can give you the confidence, you feel fresh.
Okay,
clean.
but you think that. We don't think that. When we look at you, if I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of times, all men, not just you, they're like, oh yeah, I haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks. And I promise you, most girls are like, oh, you can't tell.
No, I understand. But with the nails, you can still make your nail. You can still do what you do with acrylic nails with your own nails. Like shape them and make them look nice.
It's not the same at all.
It's like me getting a haircut, but I can only get a haircut if I colour it.
It's not the same, trust me, at all. It's like getting a haircut, but with scissors instead of like...
Depends how good your barber is. You can probably do it all with scissors.
No, it's just not the same,
I get it. No, I do get it. It's something that I'll never understand. But I did think it was like... Is it that or?
Also, you know what annoys me a lot is men commenting on what women like. You know, it's like cover the front of your hair. It's not that hard. And okay, I get that it looks like that, and yeah, it does make sense. It wouldn't be that hard to cover your hair a bit more and cover your neck more. But people don't understand the struggle. I'm not joking, and it's an internalized struggle, and they will never understand. I just feel like shut up. Like, actually, just shut up.
I understand what you mean. Because, first of all, we will never understand the feeling. Because realistically, not being mean, but if we break it down, it's this much and this, like, you're really struggling to put all this down.
But that shows how much of how hard it is when it is something so small.
Like, it's so small, but at the same time.
I feel like I look so ugly. Sorry.
No, you look fine. Like
no, I feel like I look.
But it's like
fine. And no, you look good.
No,
there you
good.
go.
What I'm trying to say is the same as what you said about the haircut. I don't think I'm really noticing like a difference. You still look like you. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, as much as I said it's very easy, I do understand that what's annoying is the men commenting on it like they know. But I do believe that they have the right to say something. It's just about how it's said.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about the way they say it.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. But one thing I will say to wrap up this hijab thing, because this isn't really a hijab. Like, if we're talking correct hijab, it wouldn't be wearing makeup, trousers. Anyway, I'm calling it hijab. If you have an issue with that, then the door's that way. Wait.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to say that there's a different feeling of knowing that, like, you feel like if a man is going to see my hair and see me looking my absolute best and see me how I see me, it's like you have to pay me. And there's a different level.
You're so, like, the way your mind works, I'm sorry, you're messed up.
I'm sorry, but
Why?
it's a different...
I thought she was going to sit there and be like, he has to be the love of my life. Like, it's going to be that special person. But you went to pay.
Yeah, you got to pay me meher and you got to do the most.
You need help.
You got to come to my family just to see my hair. Bro, I'm sorry, but it makes me feel like, on top of the world.
I mean, the whole point is you're meant to feel like gold, like precious.
Yes.
But the fact that you go to payment, it shows that you're mentally unwell.
Me. I am mentally unwell, yes.
Yeah, true.
Pay up, bitches.
Oh, that's so sad.
What's sad? The way
like,
my brain works.
Yeah.
I think it's fun, honestly.
I mean, anything to get you to wear it.
That's not why I'm wearing it. It's just the way I explained it. Do you think that's really on my mind?
No, I understand. I think what's beautiful about it, by the way, and the reason I, like, you see these people online on TikTok and they're all like saying, hey, that's not even a real hijab. Look at her. She's a disgrace, blah, blah, blah. But for me, the way I see it, as your brother, as someone who understands you, can we compare what she was a year ago and look at the massive step that she's taken and how in Islam as well, there's no, you do this straight away. They say you're like a flower that's slowly growing. You know, even the Sahaba and everyone, they used to do certain things. They used to drink, and all these rules were implemented over time, and they were able to slowly work into it and start taking things out. So for me, I see it as Allah knows your intention. You are a million times better than what you were. You've got a bit of hair showing, and it is a sin. But the fact that you're that step closer to Allah, I think is such a big thing to really like be proud of, and the fact that you've taken that step. And you're not sitting there thinking this is the final look. This is my final form. You understand that your intention is to get there, but only Allah knows how hard it was for you to even get to where you are now. So I want to say to you, like, don't even look at these people making comments or saying certain things, because honestly, I feel like a lot of them are not really human. They sit there and they talk about the din and they're like, this is disgusting. But do you even have a heart? Do you understand what it feels like to be someone to struggle with certain things?
They don't, and that's why hell was made.
Calm down.
Sorry.
I just feel like it's a contradiction to be like, bah, 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 bah. Yes, advise, because it's our duty to advise our brothers and sisters and to let them know. But it's also to be compassionate, to be understanding, to give people the benefit of the doubt and make excuses for them. Yeah. Oh no, she's struggling with this, but may Allah guide her, may Allah make her. Instead of commenting something, why don't you go make dua? If you really care that much, instead of you commenting, hey, go make dua and ask Allah to make it easier for her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's hypocritical.
We're never going to get through to these individuals. You don't understand. I just don't even think about them. They're crazy.
And they're the ones that annoy.
I'm gaslighting.
Yeah.
No, but I think what it is I don't know why or what chokehold the shaitan had me in, but a year ago, even in winter, I used to crop my tracksuit so that it would be a belly top.
Yeah, that was stressful.
And I don't know why. I just didn't feel comfortable. I don't know what it was. Winter, I would be showing my belly. So I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I see a lot of people saying certain things, but to me, I've seen such a growth and such a step towards Allah that I know. Obviously, Allah sees that as well. And
I mean, it is the bare minimum at the same time.
No, I know, but everyone has their own challenges. Everyone has their own thing that's hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, for you to take the smallest of steps, you're rewarded for. You're coming closer to Allah. That's the whole point. No one's going to be perfect straight away. The whole point is you're taking that step. Now, I'm not excusing it and saying, okay, you can be like this for the next 10 years. This definitely has to be something you're working on regularly and trying to improve on.
I did say to myself, I'm going to stop like, what I noticed is, because I said to myself, like, the smallest amount is okay, right? Sometimes I forget how much is my limit, and it will be back, and I'm like, what am I doing?
That's why the other episode I was like, because it's starting to go further and further. But I think that is why you have to be kind of strict on yourself, because you will let things slide. Next thing you know, it's around your ears, just around the back. You're like, it's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, if you're thinking of doing it, this is your sign. I would say start off with actually just making dua. And also, if you're thinking of doing anything or trying to implement anything in your life, whether that be religious or not religious, ask God. Say if you're not religious, then you're not really going to ask God. Oh, no, I just realized what I meant. If it's not religious that you want to do, or if it is to better yourself, then just ask for it.
Yeah.
Ask.
Nothing's impossible, dude. Have you seen all the stuff that's going on with Osman McBroom and Catherine?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
I think that he's trying to make money, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's embarrassing because you're making a lot of money, but at what cost? You're losing respect. And I also do think he's very much men after a breakup. I don't know why after breakups they go on social media. All of a sudden they've changed their profile picture. They're uploading 7 million stories a day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit cringe. Not gonna lie.
One thing I will say, and the thing is, when I talk about this, I'm purely talking about it just because it's something that's happening and it's relevant right now.
Current events. We're not like,
I don't want to like sit and talk on people that I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel rude to sit and be like, oh, this is this. But I find it funny because he's kind of an example of stuff that I've seen, an occurring thing that I've seen, where like there'll be a man in a relationship, and from what you know, they haven't been maybe the most loyal or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden when they break up, it's like they become this new person and they're so in love with the person. They're so sad that they've lost him, but like, where was the energy when you were in the relationship? Do you know what I mean?
Not even
I always
that
get confused
side
about
of
that.
things, because he's trying to act like he's good, getting on with his life, which he may be, I don't know. But it's more just like that he's acting out and just moving a bit mad on social media. I don't get why men do that. I've seen it so much.
I will say, and I do hope, to be honest, I'm none of my business. They could get back together. I wish them the best on whatever it is. And may Allah guide Catherine as well. I saw her doing stuff about like the Quran and when all the stuff she's supporting Palestine and stuff like, which I think is amazing. I've seen him do some. He has been kind of funny. It's been very cringe, some of the stuff, but it's been like some funny stuff on there. And the funniest thing is on TikTok, people are taking his little clips and turn them into Disney shows. Have you seen it?
Oh, I didn't see Disney shows. I just seen the memes.
No, they put the back, like he's been acting stuff and they've been put in the background laughing stuff. Like, you know, the Disney, like laughing and clapping.
Oh my God.
And it's literally like a Disney. It's so
Do you have
funny.
any to show me?
Oh, I don't, but it's so funny every time I see it. If you've seen it, let me know.
What do I need to type? Just Austin
McBroom Disney. Like,
okay. Oh, that's exciting because it makes sense now that I'm thinking of his Snapchats and stuff that they could add those bits in. But yeah.
What I was going to say is I genuinely believe that he's like, it is. I do think it's a money thing. Obviously, it's relevancy. Something's just happened. And didn't they say that they already had been divorced for ages?
I don't know.
Yeah, so apparently, I don't know, hold me to it, I might be wrong, but I heard that they've been divorced for a few months.
Don't hold me to it.
No, I'm saying hold me to it. Like, if I say it wrong, let me know. Like, tell me that I'm wrong. I heard something like 8 months. I might be completely wrong, but I heard they've been divorced for a while. So I think this is just like let's get things popping, maybe make some money, because Snapchat is like the highest paying social media at the moment, and he's like going.
But then why is she there, like just being classy? And even someone.
No, I don't think she's involved in that. I think it's just him.
Yeah, no, but she's there. If that's the case, if they were like, yeah, let's this and that, she's there living her life, being classy and going about it the right way, and he's like there, being a bit
crazy.
Yeah, but I guess if it was a plan together, then surely they would both be acting on it.
I don't know, but I have seen like the sides swing a little bit. Like, for example, when he started, a lot of people were like, what the hell? But now I've seen people on TikTok doing like if my man doesn't react like this, then I don't want him type thing. Like, it's almost like if you haven't got a man that would react like this
No,
after a
because
breakup.
he's not there begging for her back.
Yeah, but he's making loads of videos
That song
like
was a
crying
joke.
and missing her stuff.
Nah.
That was so funny about the RV and through the window. I'm sorry, I find it funny. It's
Yeah, but I've just not really I've seen more of him like doing his thing in other aspects.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't really respect, and I'm surprised I didn't get more backlash, is he's basically saying, or he's going along with, that he's broke now and he has no money.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a bit messed up. But then he went to go apply for a job at CVS. In his little skit thing, and some people believe it, a lot of people believe it, and even Catherine made a post saying, wait, do you not really believe this? So she didn't say he's lying,
Yeah.
but she was like, are you being serious? And he like done this whole like Snapchat episode, whatever, where he's like saying he hasn't got money and that he went to go apply for the job, and then he done a thing crying when he didn't get the job, saying, please, my kids, I need this for my kids. Like, it's a bit messed up.
That is a bit much. The thing is, I don't know exactly.
Your thing's coming off, by the way.
Oh, damn. I don't know exactly his financial situation, obviously. Yeah, I'm just tuned in exactly how much he makes. I do know that they've had a lot of like stuff kind of go wrong.
Yeah.
It feels weird talking about this. I feel like such a like one of those gossip YouTubers.
No, yeah, but sometimes
Like, you know, they've done this and they've done that. Either way, I heard that they had like a little bit of struggles with certain things, but I do feel like he's definitely making good money off Snapchat.
Ayo, that CVS thing was not serious. I'm sorry. It wasn't. And it was a bit insensitive. And that is some people's reality. Look, me, I'm like a dark humor sort of girl. You know me.
Yeah, true.
But that there
Like,
is...
it takes a lot for you to be like,
Yeah, it takes a lot. I never really get offended and I can take jokes.
Yeah.
But that's someone's reality, bro. You're sitting there crying, going, please, my kids. Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? It was just a bit like left a bad taste in my mouth. But other than that, I just feel like, do what you want to do. If you want to humiliate yourself on the internet for money, then
Well, at least he's taken up the good role, because I've seen people divorce and they send the woman out. At least he's the one in the RV and he's the one sorting stuff out, and he gave her the house.
yeah. But what do you mean? At least that's like the...
I know it's the bare minimum, but I've seen some situations where they leave the woman with nothing, and I think.
But do they have kids?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So,
You've not seen
but
that?
the kids stay with him, right?
No.
Oh my god! Sorry, let me add this to another reason why I hate men, and they all deserve to go
You tell me
to
that doesn't
hell.
happen, bro. That's in daily life. The husbands are leaving them with kids, and they're
That is
stuck.
so cringe.
Or they're the ones that get kicked out and stuff like that.
That is so cringe. I'm so sorry. That is actually gives me the ick.
Because it's sad, a lot of women go into like a situation where obviously the man is doing everything, so they don't actually even have anything, and then when things go wrong, they've been left with nothing.
Yeah, but she has your... Okay, fair enough, you don't like her. Has your children.
Yeah.
Like, do you not...
Like, you think you'd still want to take care of that person no matter what the situation
Anyway, this is why hell was made.
was. Damn.
May Allah guide everyone.
Amen.
Amen.
But yeah, that's crazy, dude. Tell
You
me
know,
more.
there's a story that I wanted to speak about, which I know everyone has heard.
Go on then.
Can you
Are
guess?
we like a gossip thing now? I don't really like that.
So, did you hear of... No, everyone's heard of this story from your childhood. Mad one.
The got it through the Quran.
Yes! So, have you been living under a rock, or have you heard of the story from when we were children, where this is what I remember of it. Apparently, a girl was really rude to her mum all the time, and her mum would come up to her and be like, can you turn the music off? Like, here's the Quran, listen to it, read it. And then she'd always be rude to her mum, and her mum was this sweet little lady.
Yeah.
And then one day, her mum came to her and gave her the Quran.
While she was like playing music or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and then she grabbed it apparently, and then chucked it, and then all of a sudden she turned into like this rat figure.
Yeah.
That photo haunts me.
Bro, when I tell you I was 100 billion% convinced.
Yeah, for years.
This was real. I was like, that was like the reason I believed in it. Like, for a while. I was like, it's true. It's happening. I have to make sure I don't do this type of thing. Obviously, as a kid, I'm saying. I was like, oh my God. And the picture, I was 100% convinced. What? Is anyone like debunked that?
That picture looks really real,
I know,
though.
but there's Photoshop, mate. I could do that right now. I could edit you into that.
What, 20 years ago, 30
Oh, yeah,
years ago?
true. When there was no technology.
I'm sorry, but that photo haunts me to this day. There's something about it where it really does haunt me. And how do we know that it's not true, the story?
Has anyone debunked it? Please tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, let's say someone did make it up.
started.
Someone must have woke up one day and been like, they either done it with good intentions, I'm going to make a bunch of kids start listening to their
Yeah.
mum, or they were like, I'm bored, I just want to make this up. And then it spread around the whole world.
Yeah, that's crazy. That also makes me think, do you think you've ever started something? Like, is there anything that you started that, like, is now maybe a thing in, like, a small community or in something? I know one thing that I've started.
What?
It's so silly, but
Go on.
So it's gonna be so.
Oh, it started
pointless.
a rumor that you. No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say, what the hell? This is gonna be so like left field, like you know what the hell. But basically, you know Z's.
Yeah. Oh,
where we
yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah.
eat. So I
Like started a trend within your friends or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I started this trend, but it reached out to more people. So this is what happened to me. I started this trend of mixing these two sauces together. Yeah, it sounds silly, but it was burger sauce and sweet chili with like the peri peri chips.
Yeah.
I started with my friend. I found it, showed my friend, and then a big group of us came, showed all of them. And then I had extended friends who knew those friends. And like months and months later, I went with them to the same place. And they were like, bro, I have to show you this combo. It was sick. And I was like, I got so offended. I was like, what do you mean show me? I'm the one that started this. He's like, oh, this person told me. And I was like, I'm the one that told him. But now everywhere I got, all of my friends like know this trend of the chips with that sauce.
And he walks
That's
into
so pointless.
Z's, he sees everyone doing it and is like, my children.
Yeah, I'm like literally.
My children.
I birthed this.
No, but it is, I guess that is, I don't know if it's bad to say, but I feel like it's a good feeling to know that you done something that people like, enjoy. Because that's how I feel whenever I know that, especially when I was working a lot, because obviously I've been working here and there, but recommending a product or something that someone loves, I get this feeling where I'm like, I like helped you discover something that you love or helps you.
Yeah.
It just feels like a good feeling.
That is sick. But I'm thinking, even like, I don't know, I'm trying to think more of like, there's a story like that, something crazy, or like a slang word or something that like, someone had to be the first
You know
to
what's
do it.
mad?
And then
We
everyone
were
took it
having
on.
this discussion.
Yeah.
But I didn't know this, guys. But apparently Chunks made the word bunda.
The thing is, yeah, I might not be right. But from my understanding, I do remember I remember somewhere vaguely in my mind, it not being a thing. I never heard of it in my life. And then all of a sudden, I feel
Or he
like...
made it popular, or he...
Yeah, he either made it, him and I think Harry, because there was an episode that was so funny. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was when they were doing like the Foot Asylum date stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was around that time. But I remember them coming up with it. But like, I see everyone using it now.
I didn't know that. Like, I literally learned that today.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
mad.
he either made it popular or they just sat and thought...
That's funny.
I really want to find out. After this episode, I'm going to go and actually look into that because that's interesting.
You know, there's a saying that there's a famous saying, and Dennis is convinced he came up with it. I'm like, every time he speaks to me about it, he's
Peace
like,
in
no.
the Middle East.
Yes, that is it. That's literally it. He thinks he came up with it.
No.
He goes, I was the first one. I was like, no, you weren't. He goes, I said it, and then your uncle started saying it.
And now the whole world.
Yeah, literally. I was like, you did not start that.
Well,
That's so funny that you knew what it was.
I don't know why.
You've been on something today. Do you know how many times I've brought something up that's old and Nisrins remembered it?
I don't know what's happened today, right? But let me say something to you. My short-term memory today has been terrible. Like, really more terrible than it's ever been. Like, today, when you've been speaking, I've been like, damn, I was just about to say something. But my long-term memory has been good today. And maybe it's because I spoke to our dad yesterday on the phone.
Yeah, that's mad. Do they even know that you speak to our dad on the phone?
Wait, do you guys know that I speak to my dad?
Ta-da!
Yeah, no, we'll speak about that in another episode. I feel like that's its own episode.
Yeah, but you know which episode that will be.
Oh, yeah.
They'll find out soon.
And yeah, if you guys don't know, I didn't speak to him for 10 years.
Yeah, that's mad.
He didn't speak to me.
Yeah, look at you trying to make it sound like the other way around.
It was a mutual thing. Like, we both decided that it wasn't, you know. He didn't speak to me for 10 years. And then
that's sad.
now we like have phone calls and stuff.
Oh, that's so cute.
I think I have told you guys.
I don't know. Maybe
I
not.
think I have. Because I remember saying like I've never had the word dad saved in my phone.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, and now I've got just like someone called Baba saved in my phone.
And you know what's mad as well? Like, you got a better relationship with him than I do already. What Snake?
I think there's a few episodes, well, not a few episodes ago, like 2 years ago, where I'm like, you take it for granted, because if I was in your position, I would be having a relationship.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's hard. And I'm like, no, if I was there, I would do it.
No, but do you know why it's hard?
We don't have a better relationship, by the way. I've literally had basically one phone call with him yesterday. But I don't think we should go into this now. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. You lot are missing out, but you will be able to find out soon. Why?
Ooh.
But yeah, what else was I going to tell you? That had something interesting to say.
I had something interesting to say as well.
Oh, yeah. So what I was going to talk about is this. Have you seen, talking about influencers and that, who is like someone that I've spoken about that like I've got so much love for?
Damn, who?
Come on. I spoke about in a whole episode about him at one point.
Is he American?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
No. He's like a big person. Well, used to be really big.
Damn.
Come on, they're Muslim as well.
Wait.
Your long-term memory's dead.
Wait, I'm going to think. He's Muslim. What does he do?
He used to do pranks. And vlogging.
Fousey.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why did I forget that? I know this already.
Okay, so Fousey obviously went through his massive thing and stuff like that.
Is he better?
No, so this is what happened. He went through, obviously you guys know, we explained on that episode before, he obviously fell off in the sense of like his career and social media and that, was on his last legs, was going to apply for Uber, all this stuff. Then started Twitch streaming live 24 hours, and then like it went really well, really viral. But he started basically going through an episode again, like a mental breakdown type thing. You could just see everything like kind of crumbling. But at the same time, he got like a deal with Kick that was like $15 million plus, which like changed his life. And right before signing it, the day before, he went through a massive episode, and like the police came, called the police on himself, and he had to go to like a mental institution to like sort of like obviously they need to take him away from the environment so he can heal. And stuff like that. He then came back, and I think he signed his deal, got his money.
He's got
and
the
everything.
deal.
Yeah, but he was so like when he came back, I think he was really struggling to go live, and he deals with a lot of mental health issues like depression and everything, and like you could see it in the lives.
Do you watch his lives?
I do. Whenever I see that they're on, I'll sit and watch. And like
I've never seen him actually live. Like,
Yeah.
what is it on? Like, what was he on?
he's on Kick.
Were
He
you,
used to be on Twitch.
did you download a Kick account to watch him?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
I don't like sit and watch like
but you
fully,
made a
but I was
Kick.
like, yeah, I want to watch what he's doing, like see how he's doing.
Do you have to pay? Do you subscribe to him?
No, I haven't subscribed. I don't subscribe.
That is so
But
cute.
if I was like a full-time watcher, then yeah.
But did you have Kick already, or was it just for him?
No, I just made it so I can go see him.
Oh, that is so cute.
But anyway, so he's come back and he's really sad. And what's really sad is that like it was such a reality hit because like he's got his deal, he's got his millions back, you know, all the stuff he was stressing about. And I think what happened genuinely, because I can imagine if I put myself in that situation, because it happens to us, we're all human. Like imagine you were up here career-wise, you still had depression and everything, it was really bad, but then you lose it all. There'll be a point after some years where you start to believe, like we all believe now, it's because of the money. It's because I'm feeling depressed because I've lost everything. Forgetting that like even when you had it, you're still dealing with certain things. Do you know what I mean? There'll be a part of you that'll be like, I know if I can get myself back up.
No, but I will say, that I feel like being depressed, having these issues, but then on top of it, having to worry about money is the ultimate stress.
Yeah, of course.
But when you are depressed and you've got these issues, but financially you're good, it's bad, but it's like at least that side of things.
You don't have to worry about it.
So it's muted a lot,
Yeah,
if that
of
makes
course.
sense, in the background. So
Obviously, it amplified for him.
yeah, like when you don't, like it's more stressful.
Of course. So what happened is, obviously, he's got his deal now. He's come back, but he looks so sad, Nisrin, and he kept saying on his lives, I've got an issue. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. And like there was a clip of him driving, and his mum calls him, and she's just telling him, "Oh, you're back. Well done. I'm proud of you. So if you're back on streaming and that," and he looks like he's about to cry. He's like, "I'm just not happy." Like he's got his money. Like he's done it now, and he's still not happy.
That makes me so sad. May Allah make it easy for him.
I mean, but the good news is this: I was like saw that, and I was so sad for him, wallah, because like I've got this connect. Like he's the only person. I'm sorry, you know me. I don't like DM anyone. I'll never like reach out to anyone. Wallah, you would think I was like a crazy person if you went on our DMs. I'm gonna like just scroll through to show you.
Oh,
he doesn't reply to me.
I know it's gonna give you the ick.
It's gonna give you the ick.
No, but that's cute at the same time.
He's the only person. Like
because you're like, even if he sees it, I don't care if he replies. I just want him to read it.
you're gonna think I'm crazy. Yeah. In my head, I'm like, if there's a chance he sees it, it's all like Islamic stuff as well.
You don't want to reply. You're basically like,
yeah. I'm not trying to get a reply. I don't try to sit. I just want him to like read something because it's all like advice
you're
Islamically.
so wholesome. Let me see. Ayob.
But like
that
even
is so cute.
but yeah, it's just I look like a crazy person. But
Ayob, can you gonna show them?
no.
Can you blur it at least? Try to.
Maybe yeah. So
that is so cute. Actually, show them from here. I just realised. Sorry for all the listeners.
oh, okay, yeah.
So but I just want you lot to see.
Yeah. So this is basically it.
Nah, guys, that is so cute.
And I sent him like a message.
Can I kind of?
No, you're not allowed to read it. Please, bro, please reply to me. I love you. Nah, I'm joking. What made me really happy though recently is obviously I just came back from Umrah and did all that experience, and then
did you make dua for him when you were out there?
No, I forgot.
Wow.
I forgot, but I have made a lot of dua for him in general.
Yeah.
I'm not going to you. This Umrah was one of those ones where I was like, I'm going for myself.
Yeah.
I need this anyway. So I still made dua for people, obviously, but he just went to Umrah.
Did
And
he?
he's never been. He went to Umrah, Medina, did his Umrah.
Is he better?
Took his mum. No, I don't know if it was better, but he met Mufti Menk, sat down, had a meeting with him.
Mufti Menk, I love Mufti Menk.
Yeah, look, what's it called? He doesn't like he took his mum. How cute is that?
Oh, so cute. Allahumma barik.
And like her dream was to go to Umrah, and he promised her he would take her. And then look, he met Mufti Menk, and they were like sitting and talking. But I say this to say, like, just to round off the story, because we spoke about him before, I'm really happy for him, and I really pray, because that's why I sent him a message. I sent him this video that like really affected, like got to me when I was there. Is that I'm gonna play it for you actually, and then we'll play it in here as well about Umrah, which is the most beautiful thing. So hopefully you guys.
How long is the video though?
It's like a few seconds. It's not that long. So
I'm
hopefully
like,
you guys
got
get
30 seconds max.
Because yeah, this like got me so emotional.
You were chosen by Allah, and the Prophet ﷺ says the one that comes to Hajj
I saw this.
and the Mujahid, they're the chosen delegation, chosen people of Allah. Think about how many people have died in the past week. How many people you know they're crying, literally, watching the Quran channel every day. You know those aunties. How many people they would give anything in their life to just spend one salah here. But they didn't, you did. Why? Let me tell you something. You didn't do anything. You did nothing. Allah loves you, that's why He brought you here. That's it. The fact that you came here, they said Allah does not invite somebody except He wants to forgive them. You're already forgiven. Before you even ask, Allah already forgave you.
Aww.
Allah doesn't invite somebody to His house, give them everything, takes care of them, and then says, you know what, I'm not going to answer your requests. You're already forgiven. You're only going to the house of Allah and to see His Habib so that your du'as are answered even more.
So here's my thing, yeah? That's the
That
most...
gets me emotional.
That, can you put... Wait, can I say
Sorry,
something?
Karen.
That's so beautiful, right? And it's so beautiful. But at the same time, for us that haven't gone, it's kind of a bit like, oh, did I... Like, what have I done wrong?
No, I understand. Inshallah, you'll be
So for
invited.
you, I'm like... But then I'm like...
Oh, you didn't get
I
invited.
say Allahumma barik to you, but for the people that haven't been invited, like me...
Well, may Allah invite all of you.
I mean, it was like,
I mean-
may Allah, I've been there twice now. I've been invited twice. It will come. Don't worry.
No, inshallah. I just, for me, it like really sunk in, like, because you can tend to build this negative image or negative feeling towards that in a relationship. No matter how you feel, maybe you feel like, oh, he's angry at me or this, all these things. But like those little reminders are the things that help
Yeah, I
you.
saw that video. It was beautiful.
But yeah, I definitely like.
I sent it to you, I think.
No, you didn't. I definitely.
Okay,
you
I'm
didn't.
gonna
I promise you I didn't because I found it in.
No, I'm
when
saying I
was
sent
there.
it to you anyway.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, well, I need to show you the proof right now. Carry on talking.
But yeah, I just feel happy and I pray that Allah makes it easier for him. And I hope that I hope he also has the right mindset. I know he's not a child, but you know how sometimes you might think you're going to go there and then you come back and your depression's going to be cured. It's not that. It's you're like on the path now of like understanding the truth and trying to better yourself. And I don't know, I just feel bad for him, man. I feel like
Just make dua for
he's
him.
got everything, but then you're
It's not, no, that's everything. That's not everything.
worldly things. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but even then, like...
But he's on the right path. Do you know what I
One
mean?
thing I'll say, yeah, speaking of sending TikToks to each other,
Mm-hmm.
are you... Okay, here's a question. Are you a good person? No. Are you a good person or a bad person? And when I say this, I mean, are you the sort of person that watches the TikToks people send you? Because my friend, I sent her a TikTok, and I always send people TikToks, but I don't ever expect them to watch them because I never watch what people send me. But she replied, and she's like laughing. I'm like, you're a good person, bro, because you really watch my TikToks. She was like, all of them, all the TikToks you send. I know you don't watch mine, and you can jog on for that.
No, I watch people's TikToks when it's like once in a while. If it's like a barrage of like, is that even a word?
Barrage?
Like a load of.
Barrage? I
Did
don't
just make that
know.
up? It sounds right, don't you think?
I think
It's
it's
a barrage.
collage.
No.
No? 'Cause that's like a lot of...
No, barrage is.
I've never heard it.
Listen, I'm gonna stand confident with this one. A barrage is like a bunch of stuff.
Wait.
A barrage. You heard it here first. New word to the English language. Search it. Don't you think that sounds right?
No, unless I'm just spelling...
What does it say?
like, not really anything.
Did I just make a word up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you get what I'm trying to say. You sent me a load, and like, it's hard for me to go through all of them. Like, if I see there's only one, I'm like, oh, let me check that out. But if there's like plus 50,
Yeah, but that's how you pile them up, by ignoring them. And I'm angry at him for doing it, where I never watch TikToks people send
yeah.
me.
And the thing is, she gets angry, but she'll never watch my TikToks. I send her some all the time.
Yeah, but I send you funny TikToks.
Yeah, that's so rude. You're just like my wife.
You're just like me. Wait, she doesn't watch your TikToks?
She doesn't find them funny.
Yeah, to be fair, you've been sending dad TikToks.
Yeah, I send them like them animal ones, like
Yeah.
you know, like Russian.
You know you're getting, I'm sorry, you know you're getting old when you start laughing at animal videos like a lot, and they really like are the highlight of your day.
Yeah.
Because that's like something I notice that adults do and older people do.
What can I say?
I learned something recently that was kind of cool.
Tell me.
Apparently identical twins have the same exact DNA. Did you know that?
Can you hear what you just said?
I'm going to get to it.
Because that was the most obvious thing
No,
I've
but-
ever heard in my... Apparently, identical twins have the same DNA. DNA.
No, because...
What do you think they've got?
No, I just thought they looked the same.
Listen, they have to have the
Okay,
same
but I
DNA
didn't know
to be
that
the same.
inside everything and all of that was the exact same.
Of course it is.
Okay, all right. Anyway, that wasn't even my point what I was trying to teach you. Apparently, their DNA is exactly the same. So, theoretically, if a man and woman, if a woman was to marry a twin, no, let's say it the other way around because women don't cheat. If a man was to marry, no, actually, damn. Okay, let me start again. If a woman was to marry a man and he was a twin,
Yeah.
and let's say, woman, man, I love you, let's get married. And then, oh, your brother kind of fine too. And if she got with his brother behind his back,
Yeah.
cheated, but got pregnant with his identical twins' babies.
Yes. And then got...
And then he was like, what, you cheated on me? And then if they did a DNA test, she'd never get caught out.
I didn't think about this.
But then even if she wanted to know who the dad was, she would never know. Mad.
Wait, I don't know if that's true.
I think.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you're hearing it now.
You just come up with it.
It makes sense.
But did you actually
Oh
search?
no, I didn't read that anywhere.
Wait.
I said it like it was
Yeah.
fact.
Wait, maybe I'm dumb then. Did you search that identical twins have the same exact DNA? Because I might have just did that to you and shamed you for something that might be wrong.
No, I think they do 100%.
Because that is a bit of a dilemma.
Because then even if you, let's say you like cheated on your man, you would, even if you wanted to know who the dad was, you would never know.
Well, you know it's
Like
one of those
share
two.
one. You had twins, now give them one each.
Yeah.
Well, you'd know it's one of those two, obviously.
Of course. Okay, that's quite mad, to be honest. But that's also like a funny thing to think of. It's like you sat there thinking of the best way to cheat.
Hey, do you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, I was going to talk
Guys,
about that.
okay, mention it.
How do I go about saying this?
Just
So-
explain the story from the start.
Okay, yeah. So like, I was doing like this surprise for my wife, and what's it called?
By the way, identical twins share 100% of their genes.
Okay, so it's
And then
right.
fraternal twins, you know, the ones that don't look the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so we're all right. Okay, so that is a bit of a dilemma. So I was doing a surprise for my wife, and like she ended up coming home early in between like the surprise that I was setting up. So I
like 2 hours early.
yeah. So what I did was I already had the chain on the door just in case, because I was like just in case. And she like opened the door, and it's never the chain on if I'm at home. And then she was like, "Oh, what the hell was going on?"
So she was a bit like,
She was like, what's going on? I was like, "Oh, all right, nothing." I was like, "Come in, close your eyes, just go in the other room once I finish doing what I'm doing."
so he basically got his wife when she was like, why the hell's a chain on it? She didn't say it like that. She was just
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, why is a chain on the door? And then he said to her, oh, no, don't worry. Just come into this room and wait here.
Yeah, wait here. I
He
need to
took her
finish.
into their like wardrobe and shut the door basically.
Not wardrobe room.
Wardrobe room. All right, that's what I meant.
No, it took her into a wardrobe, shut the door. That sounds so messed
I
up.
meant that
He
they're-
shoved her onto the stairs and told her, "You ain't coming out, Harry."
Wardrobe room. They've got like an office wardrobe room. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so like, shut the door, did what I was doing, and I was like basically setting it all up and everything. And then I explained this to Nisrin, and I was like, imagine, like, it just looked a bit sus. Like, imagine you've come home. It looked like I was like, not cheating, but you know what I mean?
No,
like,
but yeah.
you've come and the door's on the lock, and I'm like, oh, wait, get in. It's suspicious, but then it ended up being a surprise. But then me and Nisrin started laughing.
No, not me and Nisrin. Nisrin thought of the idea.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy you can claim that every day of the week, bro.
No,
It's not a
I
good
just
thing.
started laughing.
She was like, that's a way of cheating. Like, if you were to ever cheat in your house, yeah, and you had like a guy over a girl, and then you were, just so you don't get caught, you always have a gift and like flowers and balloons ready, so that if they come home early, you put chain on the door, and then like you're like, oh, come wait in this room, they wait in this room, and then they come out to a surprise whilst you've let the person leave.
Can you imagine?
That's
In
so
that
messed
time,
up.
you're like, leave.
They run out and go, and then they come in the other room. They're like, "Oh, you're so amazing."
I'm so sorry, right? I didn't think of that like a thing like that should be done. I said, just wait a minute. Like, that is so Clever.
What if we like influence someone
No,
to do this?
I'm sorry if you do this, but I pray that God exposes you for your true self and you never have any
and that we don't
happiness.
take any sins for it.
No, but yeah, I hope no one actually does it. But damn, that is clever.
Like you're just like they're like, what the hell? No, all suspicious, and then they're all angry, and then they walk in the room, and they see like a bunch of flowers and roses and gifts, and like, oh, so like you always have a gift set ready. Underneath.
Yeah, I said that. I said just always have like, this is what I said.
You sound like you're giving me advice. This is what I said. Make sure you.
Suffer like no. This is what I said. It would be funny if, because you can't do balloons obviously, but if you had the dried rose petals, the plastic ones, and then you always had a gift and maybe like something cute, and then you could be like, I was in the middle of setting like let them out.
You call me.
Yeah. I feel like because there's people that lie to this extent in life.
Yeah.
And in my head, I think, do you not think that one day, like, you're not cringing for yourself on Judgment Day?
That
Like, when you're this sort of, like, when you lie so much, I think, are you not, God's looking. Like, you're not cringing.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
But yeah, I hope no one does that. And if you are cheating on your partners, then you actually
Yikes.
are the worst human being and you deserve to go to hell.
I mean, everyone deserves to be forgiven at some point.
Yeah, if you change 100%, if you feel bad, and yeah, of course you deserve to be forgiven. But if you're doing it and you don't care, and you deserve hell.
Only Allah knows.
Bloody hell, why are you sticking up for cheaters?
Not cheaters. I just can't be the type of person that be like, you deserve help. There's only one type of person that I can say that to, and we all know what's going on in the world right now. But other than that, I genuinely believe that like you could become a changed person and better your life.
I don't mean it like that.
Put your hand down.
I'm
sorry.
saying if you live your whole life doing it, not caring about people's feelings.
No, of course, you're an evil scum piece of poop.
That deserves hell.
But yeah, guys, that is today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. Nisrin, where can they find you?
Wow, it's a bit like fast.
Yeah. We're all on the go today.
You can find me at It's Nisrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kalo Kachar on all social media
Why are we so like
platforms.
today? But I don't feel wet.
You can find me smiling on my pillow. That was better than yours. Go.
You can find me smiling on my pillow.
Yo, listen, you can find me smiling on my pillow. When she see me, she knows I'm like Willow with the hair, whipping it back and forth. Came to your door and I knocked on the door, said 44218. That's my number, call it, it's great. We can go on a date, no way, I'm joking. Me and my girl, we get soaking in the pool.
Kyle.
This is why I don't freestyle.